All right, folks. Good afternoon. Good morning. Today is June 8th, and for those who are watching this video, I'm Dr. Kaushik Ghosh, your instructor for MISY 5330 summer course on healthcare information systems, which starts today on June 8th and concludes on July 31st. This is an online course, so all the communication will happen over Blackboard. My preferred email communication is Blackboard email. Of course, uh, do not use my Lamar only when if it's absolutely necessary. Um, I will respond mostly in all situations over Blackboard email. Phone, it's my personal phone, so just refrain from using it. Only use it when it's a absolute emergency. Office hours. So just to give you an idea, I'm not going to be on campus throughout the 8-week duration of this course. Okay, so the best way to contact me is over email, Blackboard email, and every day of the week, Monday to Friday, I'll have an online. I'll be online. Those are my online office hours, if you will, and I will be answering your questions and concerns. And all you have to do to join the office hours is to copy paste this link on the Mozilla Firefox on your web browser, preferably for Firefox, and enter as guest. You don't have to have a login ID or password. Just select guest and enter, and you will be able to see that I'm online between those hours. Now, the textbook that you will need is the Healthcare Information Systems to a Practical Approach by Wager and Lee and Glazer. You can find the third edition on Amazon, and I very much recommend that you should have the textbook as soon as possible. As far as the course description, you will be dealing with healthcare information technology and how technology enables healthcare. Recently, in the last 5 to 10 years, there has been a push by the U.S. government and various sections of the healthcare industry to use technology for patient care, for patient higher quality of care, to reduce healthcare costs, to enable doctors to diagnose patients, treat patients better, and so on and so forth. So we will be learning a lot about the U.S. healthcare system. We will be learning, our focus will be how technology makes healthcare better, makes it better care for patients, and how healthcare technology enables an overall decrease in healthcare costs. Of course, we'll be dealing with issues such as security. When we talk about technology, security is something that is always an integral part, especially when we are dealing with patient data. Security becomes highly important. We will also be dealing with privacy and ethical issues when dealing with healthcare information systems, because these systems contain confidential data about patients. Okay. Course objectives, of course, you'll be learning all these. And just to give you a sense of where I'm coming from, my research is in healthcare. I've been researching this area for many years now. I have published papers in this area, in healthcare information technology. It's my number one passion, if you will, as far as research is concerned. I also work with hospitals. For those who are familiar, Christus Hospital here in Beaumont. Christus is one of the top 10 largest non-profit hospital systems in the country. I work with them. I work with other institutions. So just to give you a sense that I'm very passionate about this topic, and during this course you will see that I will from time to time talk about my own experiences when I'm interacting with hospital administration, doctors, nurses, and I'm trying to give you a sense of what they feel about technology and what really happens in the real world when we talk about technology-enabled healthcare. So The learning outcomes, you can read over that. As far as the score structure is concerned, you will have 4 reports. Every 2 weeks, you will have a report to turn in, and I'll talk about what you need to do as far as the report is concerned. You'll have 8 quizzes for 8 weeks. Each week, you have a quiz, and those quizzes, you will have to read the chapters from the textbook and respond to the quizzes. Okay, everything will be online. This is an online course, and like I said, you will have to make sure that you understand that Blackboard is your way to communicate with me. Okay, the Blackboard email feature, I mean, I'm sure you're aware of this. The course mail feature, you can email me with your questions, concerns, what have you. Then there'll be 8 discussion forums, 3 exams, 2 exams during the course of the semester, and 1 final exam. And attendance, one of the things that I highly suggest and recommend, it's actually recommended, is it's actually mandatory, I would put it that way, is to check your Blackboard twice every day. Okay, minimum, at least once in the morning, once late evening, minimum, just to make sure that you know what's going on. If there's an email from me, suggesting something important, or sending you important information, or adding a material, etc., etc. So minimum, you have to check your Blackboard twice a day. Remember, this is a summer semester. Although we are talking about 8 weeks, it's a very fast-paced semester. Every week, you'll be having chapters to read, additional reading assignments, quizzes, discussion forums, reports to turn in, exams. So there's a lot going on here. Now, let me tell you this, is for those who are not familiar with ProctorU, this course will use ProctorU. It's an online tool to proctor your exams, not your quizzes, but just your exams. So you have 3 exams, exam 1, exam 2, and 1 final exam. All this will be proctored through ProctorU. Now, you will have to pay $50 in order to register for ProctorU. It's mandatory for all students taking this course. It's a college-wide policy for online courses, and you will, in order to get a discounted rate from ProctorU, and all the instructions are provided to you, how you need to register, where you need to go to register, and all that. You will have to register at least 10 days in advance before you take the exam. So, for example, first exam, it'll be up on Blackboard between 22nd and 28th. So if you decide to take the exam on June 24th, let's say, just make sure that you register with ProctorU by June 14th, exactly 10 days. Or you can do it even before. I mean, it doesn't have to be, but just keep a window of 10 days, okay? Just to get the discounted rate. And these are the fee that you have to pay, the pricing structure and everything is given to you. Now, emergency procedures. Now, since this is an online course, it's not really applicable, but there might be situations where it's applicable, so my recommendation is please read this. Academic continuity plan, etc. Now let's look at the grade distribution. So you have the introduction. This is a self-introduction kind of thing, and if you click on, this is your Blackboard shell that you're looking at, and if you see, you only see 2 weeks. Well, I've uploaded only 2 weeks of course material up to now. That's June 8th, okay? You will see as we go along, I will continue to fill up the course content based on every week. So week 1, we click on week 1, and there's a week 1 to-do list, but what I wanted to show you was the introduction. Now this introduction is worth 50 points, and it is due the first week, okay, due by June 14th. This is basically, you have to provide your information, your academic background, your professional background, the degree you're pursuing, and basically why you are taking this course, and submit it on Blackboard. Now, in order to, for those who are not familiar how to submit it on Blackboard, so once you finish writing up, you click on the link introduction, okay, and then select the document. Let's say you want to select this document right here, answer template. Click on open and then hit submit. Now I am not hitting the submit button because I don't want to upload the document that I selected, but once you hit the submit button, you will get a message, document successfully uploaded. If you don't get a message, that means there has been something wrong. You have to repeat the step again. All you have to do is go to introduction, click on introduction, the link, okay, then click on browse my computer, select the file, the Word document that you need to upload, okay, so for example answer template, open, then hit submit. So this is the procedure to upload documents on Blackboard. So let's go back to the syllabus. So introduction is worth 50 points. This is what I was talking about, and it's due on June 14th. All the due dates are provided to you, so you don't have to. There are 4 reports. Every other week you have to submit a report based on the additional readings, and I'll talk to you about that a little later. There are 8 quizzes for every week. There's 1 quiz based on the chapters, not the suggested readings, based on the textbook chapters, okay? So the first week there's quiz 1 on chapter 1 and chapter 4. 10 questions from chapters 1 and 4. So read the chapters, answer the question. Discussion forum, 8 posts, exam 1, exam 2, exam, and final exam. Remember, all exams are proctored through ProctorU. Make sure that you know what the dates are for the exams when you want to take the exam. These exams, these dates are showing you that this is the time period when the exams will be open. That doesn't mean you have 22nd to 28th to complete. So it's a 60-minute exam. Once you start the exam, once you click on the exam link, you have to finish the exam in one sitting within the 60 minutes or within the duration of the exam. This applies for exam 1, exam 2, and the final exam. Same goes with quizzes. Every quiz, I think you have 10 minutes if I'm not wrong. So the moment you start your quiz, you have 10 minutes to complete the quiz. Okay, then online course support. Now this is an online course, so make sure you have a personal laptop, a PC or a laptop, you have internet connection, you have the latest versions of Firefox so that you can log into Blackboard. You have no issues with all that. So all those issues you have to deal with. Remember, you have signed up for an online course. The technology part that will allow you to log in, work on your assignments, etc., is your responsibility. Of course, online course support is available. The numbers are here. Course drop, withdraw dates. Please find that out from the university website. Academic dishonesty. Make sure you understand what is considered academic dishonesty. You read through this and you, I'm sure you're not going to indulge in this, but just make sure that you read this to get an understanding of what I perceive or interpret as academic dishonesty. So let's go to this tentative schedule. Now, I say this tentative because I may tweak the course syllabus, the schedule a little bit from time to time, depending on how we are progressing. Now, having said that, I don't want you to panic, because I want you to think that, oh, tomorrow, if the quiz 1 is due, what if the professor changes the due date to today? I'm not going to do that. Even if I change due dates, I will give you notice in advance, these a couple of days or 72 hours and so on and so forth, and it will be all provided on Blackboard notices. But I don't do that. I just put the word tentative because we may change. This is not written in stone, okay? However, if it changes, which very rarely it does, I will give you enough notice, which will be over Blackboard. And that's why I say that it's very important for you to log into Blackboard at least twice in a day. Remember, it's an 8-week course. Things will be moving quickly. I'll show you, for example, week 1, the first week, okay? You got to read chapter 1, you got to read chapter 4, you have 4 additional readings, and on top of that, you have an introduction to write up, you have a quiz to take, you have a discussion tool. So let's go to your course module and click. So everything is arranged or set up on a week basis. So if you click on the link week 1, the first thing that you see on the top of the page is the to-do list. Okay, so the to-do list for this week 1 is obviously watching this video and going over the syllabus that I'm going over with you. Then submit your introduction. So this is your introduction. Open it up, save it on your desktop, write it up, and upload it on Blackboard just the way I showed. Then read chapters 1 and 4. Now, chapter 1, the slides are provided. Chapter 4, the slides are provided. Then take the quiz. The quiz is due on June 14th. Now, the quizzes are available on that Monday. So today, June 8th, the quiz is going to be available at midnight, and you have until June 14th midnight to submit the quiz. Now, having said that, let's say you decide to take the quiz tomorrow. Okay, once you start, you have 10 minutes, if I'm not wrong. I think it's 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. You can check the duration. Yes, it's 10 minutes. My bad. It's 10 minutes. The moment you start, one sitting, 10 minutes, complete the exam. However, if you decide to take, for whatever reason, on June 14th, it's still available till midnight. Then you have the week readings. So you have to read about healthcare information technology. Okay, this article. The reason you have to read this is not only you have to understand. I mean, these articles are they're short, they're easy to read, but this will give you a lot of knowledge and information about what's going on in the healthcare industry. What is information technology's role in healthcare? What are the challenges in the current U.S. healthcare industry? For example, you know that there are billions and billions of taxpayers' dollars money spent on treating people with chronic diseases across the country. Chronic disease, diabetes, arthritis, these need to be treated, and it's your money, taxpayers' money, that is being spent to treat patients. How do you decrease the cost? Where does information technology's role come into play? All this, every week you'll be given readings. You'll read that in addition to the chapters. Of course, the chapters you have to read. My recommendation is first read the chapters, take the quiz, and then read the weekly readings. Okay. Now, remember I was talking to you about reports. There are 4 reports that you have to turn in. Each report is worth 75 points. Look here in the syllabus. So every 2 weeks you have a report that you need to turn in, and this report will be based on the readings. So you'll have 2 weeks worth of reading to respond to report 1. 2 weeks worth of reading, respond to report 2. 2 weeks worth of reading to respond to report 3, and so on and so forth. Not only is it important for the report purpose, but these articles really interesting. They'll give you a wide range of knowledge on health. And from time to time, I'll be posting videos sharing about my experience of working with hospitals, my experience doing research on healthcare technology. Then there's of course a discussion forum. So just to make your life simple, one of the things that I will highly recommend is this page of your syllabus, the schedule. Have it in front of you every day, and make sure you know what is due when. Okay, so for example, you're on week 1, by June 14th this is due. Week 2, by June 21st that's due, so on and so forth. And of course, in the course, on Blackboard, you will see when you click on a week's link, you will see the to-do list show up. Makes life simple for you. Okay, having said that, let's click on week 2. In week 2, chapter 9, chapter 17, week 2 readings. Quiz 2 is due, discussion 2 is due, discussion post 2 is due, report 1 is due. Now, look at week 2. Chapter 9 slides, chapter 17 slides, quiz which has questions, 10 questions from combined from chapters 9 and 17. You have 10 minutes. The quiz is open until June 21st. It will be available to you the next Monday, that's June 15th, midnight. Then you have week 4, 2 readings and a discussion post, and also you have your first report that is due. Okay, yeah. So having said that, I have posted materials only up to week 2. If you're watching the video, I will be posting from time to time materials of week 3, week 4, and so on and so forth. It'll follow the same sequence, same pattern. You'll have a to-do list, you'll have the chapter PowerPoints, you'll have a quiz, you'll have a discussion forum. If a report is due, that will be posted on Blackboard. so on and so forth. Now, having said that, again, I would repeat that in order to succeed in this course, make sure you are up to speed with what's going on, what are the due dates for the assignments, for the quizzes, for the reports. And like I said, to begin with, it's the introduction, quiz 1, discussion post 1. It's your week first assignment. Of course, you have those readings that you have to read. With that said, I look forward to a very productive and fruitful semester. And if you have any questions, use the course mail option to send me an email. Click on inbox, create message, select my name, put me in recipients, do a subject line, body of the text, and hit submit, and I get the email. Okay, so with that said, good luck, best wishes for the semester.